not really on the eyelid.
Well, you know, you have to use a tiny, tiny little bit, and you can use it in the eye area. You obviously want to avoid getting it in your eye. I mean, that only makes sense that you don't want to necessarily have it in contact with your eye. But the studies that were done are dermatologist tested, and in many of the studies with Neutrogena and Dermatologics, they're ophthalmologist tested as well. So when we talk about the aging areas around the eye, we talk about fine lines, creases, and those are the areas that are absolutely improved by using the product.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much. And just take it easy. And we talked a little bit, if you have just tuned in and you're using it maybe for the first time, you may experience like a tingling sensation.
You may, yeah, you may not. It really depends. If you have an oily complexion like myself, I really don't get a lot of flakiness with it.
Okay.
If you have a more dry complexion, you may get a little bit of flakiness, a little bit of tingly feeling.
I felt nothing.
A little bit of redness. It just really depends on the nature of your skin, the environment you're in, how dry your house is, what time of year it is. There's a lot of things that play into that. But if you have a little bit of irritation, a little minor irritation, I'm encouraged by that. Don't give up. Use a tiny, tiny little bit. Maybe you want to use a little bit less than a pearl size amount. Use it every single night, and over the course of those 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 35 to 57 days, you'll see a clinical difference in your skin.
Right. We would like to see those clinical results one more time. And again, Dr. Will Kirby is joining us at the Shopping Channel. From being on The Young and the Restless, but we'll talk more about that in a minute.
Well, that's not my claim to fame.
No,
I mean,
it's
I'm a little
not.
embarrassed by it, in fact. But you know, I tell people I have a exactly. I have a background that's a little you know, unique, but I'm really passionate about being a dermatologist, and that's what I do. After the first use, you get exceptional hydration. It lasts up to 24 hours, and you get a lifted appearance in as fast as 2 minutes. After week 4, and I know I'm beating a dead horse here, this is what I absolutely love. 97% of users showed improvement in appearance of crow's feet and fine lines. That's virtually everybody in the study.
Yeah, that's pretty
just
darn good.
4 weeks, which is not a long time to ask. 89% of users at that time showed improvement in the appearance of stubborn forehead wrinkles.
Wow, I love that one because that's, again, many of you are looking for injectables as far as the forehead goes.
Certainly. And then at 8 weeks, 70% showed improvement in the appearance of stubborn under the eye wrinkles.
Okay, that's good. Stubborn ones. Stubborn.
We really see signs of aging there very, very quickly. A lot of women tell me during the holidays they took a lot of holiday pictures, and then they look at those photographs and they look younger in those pictures. They don't feel like they're getting old, but they notice that their skin is showing the signs of aging. Powerful anti-aging properties are associated with this serum.
So, again, we're looking here at a cutting-edge formula. It's brand new to all of you. It is the Canadian launch from Neutrogena Dermatologics. It is at an introductory price for you today at $65. This is the only place in Canada you can get the product. It is the marriage of retinol technology with Tetrol E, and those are two fabulous reasons why this is such a unique product. You've seen the clinical studies. You've listened to board-certified dermatologist Dr. Will Kirby, who's joining us today. We want you to give the product a try in as little as, my gosh, 2 minutes. You may feel a difference according to the clinicals.
Absolutely, and you really start to see those differences at 4 weeks is when you start to notice the diminishing fine lines and wrinkles on the face. You know, when we talk about the face in particular, we talk about crow's feet around the eyes, the fine lines and wrinkles underneath the eyes, and the stubborn forehead lines. That's the vast majority of the upper face. That's probably, you know, a large portion of the face in general. So you can clearly see in this double-blind study with dermatologists, it clearly works very, very well. People saw noticeable diminished signs of aging.
Now, as far as you being a dermatologist goes, do you have a skincare regime? Like after you apply the retinol?
Yeah, I always tell people the retinol product, when it's stabilized, is a very powerful product. And you know, we talked earlier, you can have a little bit of irritation from it. So I recommend washing with something very, very mild.
Okay.
In a perfect world, you'll let your face air dry, or you can pat it dry. You don't want to rub it with a towel. Sometimes you can even take a hair dryer and dry it on cool, not on hot. You also don't want to wash with very hot water, and then you apply your retinol. Pearl size amount, pearl size amount covers the entire face. And people say to me all the time, they say, listen, I can't, that's not a lot. And the reason, it's so incredibly powerful. Neutrogena and Dermatologics, they focus on that unique relationship between physicians, specifically dermatologists, and scientists. And their research and development department put together a phenomenal product. That pearl size amount is enough to treat your entire face. Dab, 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 dab. Thin layer covers the entire face.
That's great. And you can bring it down your neck, girls, over the chest area if you so choose to. And again, only available from the Shopping Channel to all of you today. You can pick this incredible product up for a payment of $21.67. Your first payment will include shipping and tax, and then it's on its way to your door. Our toll-free number, 1-888-2020-888. You can shop also with us online at theshoppingchannel.com. Now, you said, Dr. Kirby, two things, the sunscreen or sunblock with the retinol. Which goes on first?
Well, it just depends on when you're using it. Obviously, I use the stabilized retinol, this serum. I use it at night, so I don't need a sunscreen at night.
Of course.
If you're going to use it during the day, Pearl size amount is this product to the entire face.
Okay.
Let it air dry for just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Thin layer of sunblock to the entire face, and then you can put up makeup or anything else you like.
Right.
You have to remember, this is a treatment. You'll see real visible results with this. This is not a concealer. It's not a cover-up. It is the beginning of the foundation to any anti-aging skincare regime. No matter who you are and what you do, if you have concerns about aging, you have to start with a stabilized retinol product.
This is great. I'm so excited for all of you, aren't you? Isn't it wonderful to get something that is clinically proven, something that, of course, is being touted to be fabulous from a board-certified dermatologist. You've seen the clinical results. They are on screen. We're giving it to you today also at an introductory price, stretching your payments out. And a little goes a long way, so the value is right there. Just the size of a pearl. Again, it has a really nice slip to it, a nice consistency. It's not greasy. As a matter of fact, what it is, in my particular case, is super duper hydrating. I love it.
I think that's a great way to describe it. You know, people always say one of the greatest compliments you can get is looking rested and refreshed.
Yeah.
And that's what this product does over the course of weeks, is people really say, oh, you looked, did you get a good night's sleep? Did you change your hair? And it's actually, their skin looks younger because of the anti-aging properties of this powerful serum.
There you are, and our toll-free number is there on screen. Can we show, do you mind if we show the animation one more time?
I'd love to see it. I think it's a great way to demonstrate and really make it simplify what it does here.
Let's do it. Keep it simple.
If you take a look at the demonstration, it's starting there. The wrinkled skin is a result of decreased surface cell turnover. And the retinol penetrates the skin surface, increases surface cell turnover. Imagine this is a wrinkle on your own face. Imagine that's a stubborn forehead line. Plumps up underneath, and it results in improved appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
So that's basically the wrinkle right there, that little valley.
That's the way to think of it. Yeah, that's a side shot from it.
Okay, okay. And cell turnover is?
Well, in an adult human, cell turnover is 35 to 57 days.
Okay.
I want to increase that. I want to increase those that turnover, make it go faster. And that's what that's the benefit that kids have. That's why kids have such beautiful skin. They're growing faster, and their cells are turning over faster. As adults, our aging process slows down that surface cell turnover, and that's why the skin looks dull, that's why it lacks luster, that's where you really notice the appearance of the fine lines and wrinkles. And that's what this product does. It diminishes the look of those.
Well, while I found this hydrating, would you recommend that you can still apply a moisturizer over top, right?
You know,
this is just the first step.
That is very patient dependent. I tell people, if you have a dry complexion, you may still need a moisturizer.
Okay.
I have an oily complexion, so I don't need a moisturizer with it at all.
Okay.
Now, that said, there's a caveat. Sometimes, if you're on a dry plane and you're going to, a community that's really dry or the heaters are on, then you may need a little bit of moisturizer with it. If you're going somewhere, where it's humid or the weather's changing, you may not need a moisturizer. So the one thing that stays consistent is you have to use a pearl-size amount of a stabilized retinol every single night. But as far as moisture goes, you can plus or minus that and add it if you need it.
All right. Well, we have almost 400 out the door. $65 is the price. Once again, it's a Canadian exclusive from Neutrogena Dermatologics. It's the Retinol NX. It's brand new to all of you, and we're really excited. You've seen the clinicals. You've heard what Dr. Kirby has to say. Very, very beautiful skin, by the way.
Thank you. You too.
Well,
I appreciate
thanks.
that.
But you've been using it longer than I have, and you have absolutely no
people tell me I look much younger than 37, and I attribute that to the use of this product.
And the use of your sunblock, which
I'm
glad you brought that up too,
Oh, it's you have to use sun avoidance. It's very important. My job is to educate people. That's what I do as a dermatologist. And if it's really important that you use sunscreen no matter where you live, no matter what climate. You really need to use the sunscreen every single day.
Thank you. Okay, so this is item number 430435. You are here for today, right? And today
I'm
only.
here today, yeah.
Okay, and we encourage you to shop with us quickly. And when Dr. Kirby is on a little later today, perhaps if you have any questions at that time, feel free to give him a call, and I'm sure that he will be more than happy to answer them for you. But we're celebrating Rights for Skin this month, and we don't want you to forget the rights of your skin, okay? So we're celebrating Rights for Spring. We want you to get the best things possible and put your best face forward. Clinically proven, introductory offer, terrific value, and again, the marriage of two incredibly exciting components, the Retinol NX and the Tetrol E. And together, it's a phenomenal concentrated retinol
Powerful
serum.
anti-aging properties is what we describe with it.
It's a workout. It's a workhorse, that's for sure. 430435, again, $65, 3 payments of $21.67. And your first payment will include shipping and tax. Toll free, 1-888-2020-888 is our toll-free number. And you can also shop with us online at theshoppingchannel.com. Dr. Kirby, a pleasure to work with you.
The pleasure was all mine. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
You're more than welcome. We'll see you a little later today.
Absolutely.
Okay, and stay with us, everyone. We have some information.